Dandavat Pranam. So today we are starting Bhagavad Gita with the commentary of Srila Vedantacharya Srila Baladev Vidyabhushan Prabhu, and now we were reading chapter number 1, shlok number 30. न च शाक्नोम्यवस्थातुं भ्रमति वाच मे मनः निमित्तानि च पश्यामि विपरीतानि केशव. Okay. So na cha saknomya, I cannot conclude or understand avasthatum, situated, brahmativa, I am getting confused, cha me manaha, my mind and my senses are getting confused, nimittani cha pashyami, viparitani keshava. So the nimitta or the result is all viparit or opposite, and I can see it, pashyami, and he is mentioning Lord Krishna as Keshava, which means the killer of the demon Keshi. Okay, so if we read the translation, I cannot stay fixed on my mind and so I cannot stay fixed and my mind seems to whirl about Brahmativa, and I see contrary result or opposite result Viparit Nimitta in this battle, O Keshava. So here it says that I cannot stay fixed. I cannot stay fixed and my mind seem to whirl about. So which means Nacha Saknomya Avasthatum Brahmativa cha me manah. So my mind seems to Brahmativa world. I see contrary result in the battle. Okay. Now next we go to the commentary. I cannot even remain steady, which means steady avasthatum, and Brahmativa cha me manah. So my mind is whirling about. This indicate the appearance of weakness and fainting. So it is always in our normal modern medical science we know that whirling of the mind and can't remain steady, it means that he is weak. uh, he is becoming weak and he is getting a little bit of fainting. So Arjun is seeing opposite result, viparitani nimittani, in this war. So what is the result of the war which is thought of? So it is victory, but Arjun is seeing opposite of that, that is losing the war. And it is not only about losing the war in the physical sense, it is also meaning the losing of the war in naitikta or in dharmic sense. Being victorious and gaining a kingdom will not give me bliss. Okay, so here we can see the pious nature of Arjun. So even on gaining kingdom will not give him bliss. Rather, it will give the opposite, that is remorse. Nimitta, which means result, as in the usage for what purpose are you living here? So everyone has a purpose for living their life. So therefore, what would be the purpose of living for Arjun if his dear associate, his dear friends and relatives die in the battlefield, and moreover they are killed by himself? Okay. So next slok, न च श्रेयोनुपश्यामि हत्वा स्वजनमाहवे न कांक्षे विजयं कृष्ण न च राज्यं सुखानि च, which means न च श्रेयो anupashyami, I don't see anything shreyo, or which means better. Anupashyami, anything which I can see. Na anupashyami shreyo, anything I can't see any betterment. On hatva, on killing swajana mahave, on killing my own relative. Na kankshe vijayam Krishna, I don't wish vijayam. Na kankshe vijayam, I don't wish for the victory. And nacha rajyam, I don't even want the kingdom, sukhanicha, the happiness or the happiness of uh, happiness of victory, or happiness of getting the kingdom as a result of the victory. So if we read the translation, that I do not see anupashyami any good result, shreyo nupashyami, after killing hatva swajanam, own people, in a war, I do not desire na kankshe vijayam, victory, Krishna, or nacha rajyam, kingdom, or nacha sukhanicha. So I don't even so what are the things that Arjun don't desire? So it's victory, it's kingdom, it's happiness. So what's more important to Arjun? is none other than the relationship, the none other than uh, but the life of his own kit and keens. Having expressed, okay, having expressed his lamentation, which was unfavorable for knowledge of truth, tattva, he now expresses his contrary intelligence, which was unfavorable to knowledge of truth, which was unfavorable to the knowledge of truth. Having killed my okay, so having expressed his lamentation, so now he is lamenting, expressing his lamentation, which was unfavorable for knowledge of truth or tattva. So it reflects that Arjun has some misunderstanding in tattva or knowledge of truth. He now expresses his contrary intelligence. So he is now showing or expressing his contrary intelligence, which was unfavorable to knowledge of truth. Okay, so it was actually unfavorable to the tattva. Having killed a relative in the war, ahave. So having killed hatva swajanam relative in this war, ahave, I do not see anupashyami any benefit, not shreyo. So here it is mentioned that ध्वाविमं पुरुषौ लोके सूर्यमण्डलभेदिनौ परिव्राद्योगयुक्तश्च रणे चाभिमुखे हतः, which means that the sannyasi engaged in yoga and the warrior who dies facing the enemy attain the sun planet Parasar Smriti. Okay, so it is according to, okay, so the dvau imam purushau loke surya mandala bhedinau Parivrad yoga yuktascha rane chabhimukhe hatah. So it means that sannyasi engaged in yoga. It means bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. And the warrior who dies facing the enemy attain the sun planet. It is mentioned in the Parashar Smriti. So by this statement, we can understand that according to the Varna, if one and ashrama, if one is a sannyasi or a Brahman having Brahminical qualities, if he is engaged in worshipping or performing his duty, which is following the yogic path to please the Supreme Lord, and a warrior or Kshatriya who dies facing the enemy, which is his uh, duty, they both attain the same result. That is, they both attain the sun planet. So it is mentioned in the Parashar Smriti. Next, we see from scripture that being killed is beneficial. We see from scripture that being killed is beneficial, but killing my relative is not at all beneficial for me. Okay, so Arjun thinks that yes, killing the enemy is good, but killing my relative is not at all beneficial. So he is considering the relative of his as his own. Rather, he doesn't see them as his opposition party. If the sandhi is analyzed to form the word aswajanam, then the meaning is aswajanam. So since killing non-relative has no benefit, how much more sinful will it be to kill relative? So according to the play of grammar, we can understand that aswajanam. So killing, first of all, that if we kill a non-relative, a non-relative, it is very much condemnable. So how much more condemnable it would be, or a more of an impious activity to kill a relative. So this is the logic put forward by Arjun. But you will gain fame, kingdom, wealth. These are visible result of the fighting. So one can say Arjun that, hey Arjun, you would get fame, kingdom, wealth as a result of fighting. But we can understand that Arjun is denying the results, or he doesn't even desire those worldly things. He says that I do not desire these things. Because of giving up desire for kingdom and wealth, I have no interest in attaining victory to attain it. Because of giving up desire for kingdom and wealth, I have no interest in attaining victory to attain it. So he says that if I have giving up desire for kingdom and wealth, I have no interest in attaining. So he says that if I have to acquire the wealth and the kingdom by killing uh, my relatives and gaining victory on them, then I have no interest in those results and those prizes. Just as a person who has lost interest in food has no interest in cooking, so the one who has lost interest in food, then how would he be interested in cooking? So therefore, living in the forest would be more commendable means of maintaining my life. So here Arjun is now talking like a Brahmana, okay, and not like a Kshatriya. So, okay, now we are keeping up to this. Today's date is uh, 3rd January 2025, and we will continue next in the next session. Hare Krishna.